Last episode, I asked you guys if we should trade Ayo Dosunmu for Herman Pollard. And a lot of you, pretty much all of you, said yes. I have not seen a single no thus far. And I checked the trade finder to see what they are willing to offer in any kind of a swap, or just what they want for Herman Pollard, and every single deal includes Dosunmu. All 5. And even if it didn't, I don't think it would be fair of us to offer only players who barely play for us for a guy who's going to be a top backup and already is a top backup for one of the best teams in our conference. I feel like that would just be cheesing the game, cheesing the system, and I am not going to do that. This has to be a realistic sim. It has to be a realistic series, and it's going to stay that way. Despite us making a lot of trades, some teams just do. So these are all their offers. They want Zubats and Dosunmu for Pollard and Nwora. They want Dosunmu straight up for Herman Pollard and Justice Winslow. They want a first, and we also get Florin Kalmushi. But I also don't want to take away Kalmushi because he's also a young player. I don't want to take away anybody else from their team. So I feel like probably the best trade is either this one where we trade Herder and Dosunmu for Pollard and Nwora, or we just do the other one, trading Dosunmu for Pollard and Nicholson, which I think is a much fairer trade. So I'm going to do that instead. Well, it looks like their offer has changed. They want to throw in Winslow and not Nicholson, but I don't care either way. So let's get this deal done. We're going to bring in Herman Pollard and we're going to ship off Dosunmu. Let's take one last look at what he's done in his time in Vancouver. He's been here for quite some time. He's probably the oldest player on the team in terms of their experience here besides Anderson. I think maybe he even has been here since before then. It's very possible. So he has played 4 full years for us, and then he's played 2 half seasons because we did trade for him from the Bulls back in the 23-24 season. Now he's going to get traded halfway through the 28-29 season. So he has been here for quite some time. He's one of the longest tenured Woodsmen because there has been quite some roster turnover. So it is sad to see him go, one of the players who has been here for the longest consecutive time. But I think bringing in Pollard gives us a different level to the offense for the backups. And I have another slight change in mind too. We're going to make this trade first. We're going to have to go back into our mentorship program, which I'll do right after this, but I'll do it, without showing it because kind of a waste of time. And we have traded with the seed just above us. The 2 seed and the 3 seed in the Western Conference just traded backup point guards, to swap backup point guards. And team chemistry did go down quite a bit, but I think in the long run, that's okay. Because it only went down by, a little bit, still a fairly high team chemistry. So we'll also have 4 games before the All-Star break. We'll get some time to practice together, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so after thinking about some things, I think I want to go with this right here. I want to go down from 10 to 9 for a rotation, and we still keep pretty much the same minutes for the starters. We increase Anderson up by about 2, but we keep everybody else where they're at, and we give Herman Pollard 22 minutes off the bench. He'll play point guard mostly, but we'll have some stints at shooting guard for a couple of minutes. Zubats and Bobo get about 20, 18, and Carney gets around 19 as well. So this will be our new rotation for now. That will get us through the end of the trade deadline. Let's see if any offers were made real quick. Looks like before hours there was Kennedy Chandler and Reggie Perry being traded for Eduardo Diaz and Caleb Martin, and Alex Maggette being swapped for Jalen Williams. So just 2 other trades that were missed before we made ours. And that is it for the trade deadline. Now we can actually get into the All-Star break and sim these first couple of games. By the way, nobody is eligible for a contract extension except for Dinwiddie, who wants to test free agency. So nobody can really be extended or re-signed right now. So I think the game plan right now is to sim these next 4 games, get into the All-Star break, watch what Anderson can do for a little bit, and then probably, why not watch this game right here on the road against Denver, who he just made a trade with, and see Herman Pollard against Dosunmu off the bench, perhaps. That sounds kind of fun. So we're not going to really see his debut in a Woodsman uniform, but I think I want to see us play the Nuggets, so let's do this instead. We sim those 3 games. We go 3-1 coming off a loss against Toronto, but the team chemistry is already back up to 100%, so looks like nothing was really lost there. The first game was thankfully a win against Minnesota. Julio Haywood drops 21, Jaylen Brown 16, Ben Simmons 16, 4 and 9. The Woodsmen got 28 for Keldon Johnson, 27 for Tyrese Halliburton, and 19 points from Anderson. 19 off the bench for Carney. Good day for him with a slight minute boost. And looks like Pollard only had 2 shot attempts, but he had 7 assists off the bench. That is good passing. But we still didn't really reach our numbers because Halliburton did not have a great passing day with only 6 assists, which is definitely below what we're used to from him, but that's all right. Then we took down Memphis, and Keldon Johnson again has a good day, 27 and 6. Halliburton had 21 and 10. Anderson 21, Bobo 21 off the bench, 9 and 9 for Payne. Looks like Pollard had 6 points and 7 assists, only took 3 shots, but hit 2 of them, so good work there. And we did get those assist numbers up. That's what I want to see. I want to see, like, 10 from Halliburton and like 7 or 8 from Pollard, if possible. The Grizzlies had 19 and 9 for Jalen Smith. Charlie White had 16. Will Hollins, 4 points, 6 assists. Miles Turner, 2 and 5. Then we took down the Hornets in a tight contest, a 1-point win. They almost came back thanks to a phenomenal third quarter, outscoring us by 22 there. But we get 29 for Anderson, 26 and 11 for Tyrese Halliburton on really good shooting numbers. Keldon Johnson played well once again. Carney in double figures, Payne double-double, Pollard 7 and 4. The Hornets got 31 from Alfonso Cortez, 24 from Ty Washington, and a double-double from Oscar Matthews. And here's the loss against Toronto. Looks like Dario Dragic had 18 and 9 against us. Kobe Red 18, Edwin Morris 14. The Woodsmen got 24 and 7 for Anderson, 14 for Carney. Halliburton only had 12, 5 and 4. Keldon Johnson 12 points, Payne 12 and 7. Pollard 4 points, 2 assists, not his best day. And so now we are up to, or we're still at third in the conference. And it looks like the Nuggets have taken over as the 1 seed at the moment because they played 2 more games than the Spurs have. So we are 2.5 games back from them. The Pelicans have the same record as us still. So we're still trying to make that final push to take over the reins for that. But now it's time for the All-Star break. Do we have anybody playing in the Rising Stars Challenge? I'm not going to watch it, but I'm just curious if we have any starters at the very least. Looks like we do not. And it looks like Team USA took this one over Team World. Brett Davis dropped 24. Gordon Dunn at 20. Drew Ewing 15 and 6. For Team World, looks like Zagorac had 20. Batista 16. Juzang 16. Let's see. Yeah, we definitely don't have any players on this team, or either team. And we don't have any competitors in the 3-point shootout this year, so we're not going to watch this either. And we don't have anybody in the slam dunk contest either, so we're going to sim this too. Your 3-point contest winner is Alex Barker, and your slam dunk contest winner is Charlie Schultz. And now we head into the actual All-Star game to hopefully see what Anderson can do. Now they have him listed as a starter here, but I don't think that's true. I don't think he should be a starter, should he? Pretty sure he was like the least voted player in the last pick in the draft. He is out there. He is starting. I'm confused by that. I guess they kind of swapped the draft order for the All-Star draft, right? So I guess he is a starter technically, but I don't know if he really should be. As Giannis just got a steal off of Zion. And he will score plus the foul. But from here on out, I'm probably just going to include the makes and the highlights, especially for Anderson, until he checks out. And then we'll see if we can jump back in once he actually comes back in. But he's out there right now, so good seeing that. And we are obviously... Wait, this makes no sense. Wait. We are Team Luka wearing these yellow, red, orange jerseys. But on the scoreboard, it's going to be blue team. This is confusing. Jokic can't fire, or can't score rather, over Anderson, who was playing some solid defense there. Anderson for 3, his first shot. It just rattled out. Come on. In the All-Star game too, give me a break. Jokic. Nice and one. I'm just going to show the highlights for Anderson until we get to the later parts of the game, until it gets actually interesting, even if it is not a close game. Goff finds Anderson for 3, but he missed again. Come on, man. Anderson lobs it, but to nobody in particular. Come on. Anderson at the rim. Can't score, but he drew the foul on Jokic. The pass was from Mobley. These are his first All-Star points. There's number 1. Love seeing that. What a great moment for him, man. Took a couple of seasons, but he finally got it done. He got it voted in. He's a fan favorite. And the free throws are good. Jump ahead, top of the second, where Team Jokic is currently up 32-15 on Team Luka, but Anderson's back out there after being subbed out in the bottom, or in the last 4 minutes of the first quarter. Giannis hands off to Anderson. He finds Ja for 3. There's an assist. But Anderson has barely touched the ball at all. He's got 2 points and 2 assists, and that's it. He's taken 2 shots, and we saw both. Anderson attacks the paint and lays it in for his first field goal. He got by Jokic. Now we jump to the start of the third quarter with Anderson back out there, and Team Luka now only down by 10. So plenty of time for us to close the gap here and get Anderson hopefully some more points and a win in his first ever All-Star appearance. Luka, nice take right there. Hands off to Anderson. He wants to attack Green. He spins and fires, and he hits it. Let's go. What a shot. Oh my God, Giannis. What? Against Calvin Gordon? Dude. That's the MVP you're talking about, or the MVP favorite. Oh my God, Zion over Giannis now. What's going on here? Jesus. Giannis to Anderson, in there for an easy 2. That closes the gap to 1. Love seeing him get some work and some nice passing here from Team Luka. Anderson guarding Jokic. He's attacking him, and he just missed it. A defensive stop against Nikola Jokic. Trae Young puts Team Luka in front thanks to that layup off the inbound pass from Paolo Banchero. Anderson stays out there with a couple of starters now out of the game for now and on the bench for Team Luka. So it was a blowout in the first quarter, but they brought it back and now they're in front somehow by 1. Doncic to Anderson. It's stolen by Jokic. Bad pass. Jokic finds Jalen Green for the step back corner 3. Anderson steps up to get the stop as well. Nice. We jump ahead. Start of the fourth quarter, and guess what? It's a tie game at 79 apiece. Target score of 103. First team there wins. Anderson's out there to play to hopefully the rest of the game, as are the rest of the starters, except for Cade Cunningham, who's out there right now, and so is Josh Giddey. As that 3 goes for LaMelo. Luka for 3, got it to go. Luka ISO against Giddey, takes him down low and can't score, got his own miss though. Jackson for 3, it's good. 1-point game. Giannis to Luka, the jumper is good. Trae Young goes to Anderson, wide open 3. He knocks it down finally from deep. And Team Luka is back in front now, less than 10 points away. The 3 ball for Jalen Green is good in the face of Anderson. Calvin Gordon over Luka, got it. 3-point lead. LaMelo left wide open, he knocks it down, then that is 3 points away. A target score of 103. Luka attacks the rim and gets there for 2. LaMelo swatted by Jaren Jackson Jr. Oh my. Luka has it. He wants to attack the paint again. He throws up a wild one, and it goes! 2-point game again. We're 5 away. They are 3. LaMelo, out of a shot, finds Giddey for 2. It's good. They're 1 point away. Towns, blocked by Jaren Jackson Jr. He gets to it. Fast break. He's going so slow. He's fouled, and he got the bucket on Calvin Gordon. He's hype. Huge defensive plays by Jaren Jackson Jr. Bam Adebayo and Murray check in for us. And a couple backups check in for Team Jokic. Why are subs coming in? Thank God our guy's still out there, but brought in 2 backups for either team. Shea's now out there. They took out LaMelo for some reason. In fact, where is Jokic for Team Jokic? He's not even out there. As that shot's no good. And Team Luka can win it right here for 3. It's ball game! Wow. What an all-star game. That was fun. Team Luka wins with the Team Luka Doncic buzzer beater. That was really cool. I hope and pray that we can see more of this kind of stuff yearly with hopefully Anderson and Halliburton making the All-Star game, at least either of them once a year. Trophy goes to Luka for All-Star Game MVP. Anderson's back there in the background, but Luka raises the trophy. Anderson drops 11 points in that Team Luka win. He went 4 for 6 after missing his first 2 threes, hit 2 free throws, and in the end of things, made the most of what he was given. So good work there. And we also came back and won the game after a very poor first quarter. So that's nice too. But now we're going to sim 2 home games against the Kings and Jazz to get into a matchup against the 2-seed Denver Nuggets, or actually the 1-seed Nuggets now. They're 40-20. We are 37-22. We finally have some days off for most of our players. We take down the Kings in the first game. Anderson drops 24-6, but must have gotten hurt during this one and could not play the rest of it, or he fouled out, which he did actually foul out. He had 6 fouls in 26 minutes, but we still won the game thanks to 20 points from Keldon Johnson, 17-10 for Halliburton, and a better day for Don Payne, but he definitely has not shot the ball well these last couple of games. Carney had 14-7 off the bench, and Pollard had 5, 4, and 6 with 3 steals and 2 blocks, stuffing the stat sheet. Good work. Kings had 19 for Tari Eason and 17-9 for Suggs. The Jazz beat us again. They seem to have our number this year for some reason, but Anderson drops 33, Halliburton 20-9, Payne 15-15, Keldon Johnson had 17 points, Carney 13, Pollard had 10. Jazz had 31 from RJ Barrett and 20 from Trey Mann and 19 from Lenny Ware. So as of right now, the Spurs and Nuggets have the same exact record at 40-21, and we are 2 games back from them. The Pelicans are a loss behind us. So if we beat the Nuggets, we get an entire game up or closer to them. We'll just be 1 game back. So a win here would be actually really big because we only have a month and a half left on the season. Our last game is against the Pelicans down here, and that is going to be a huge game, I think. Here we go at Ball Arena taking on the Nuggets. It is a juggernaut matchup here in the Western Conference. We start with the ball thanks to Don Payne. It's going to be our first time seeing Herman Pollard out there once he checks in as Halliburton scores the first bucket of the day. The Nuggets also have Jalen Duren playing power forward, so they have some size and they have 2 really good star players in LaMelo and Jokic as Ball puts him in front immediately. Payne comes over, sets the screen. Anderson steps back, thought about firing, finds Halliburton for 3 instead, and he knocks it down. He's got all 5. Jokic over Payne. A tough shot. Got it to go, though. Halliburton to Anderson. Open 3. Online. Let's go. Good start. Jokic, same spot as last time. Got it again. Hand off to Halliburton. Trying to go ISO against Ball. Shot clock's winding down. He takes him down low. Has to fire. It's a close range jumper, and it's good. We have not missed a shot yet. Neither have they. Jokic throws up another one, and it's good again. He is torching Payne right now despite some good defense. Halliburton lobs it for Anderson. Oh my! What a pass and what a dunk. Where's Duarte in the corner for three. Just offline. That's the first miss of the entire contest. Halliburton over ball. Mid-ranger. That's our first miss. Jokic, the step back. Jesus, he's on fire right now. Vanderbilt to Halliburton. Open three. Online. What a start. Jokic gets an off-ball screen and gets down low for two. In the screen. Halliburton for three on the move. Offline. And Duren gets the board. Ball to Jokic. Mismatch down low. Tie game at 15 apiece. Jokic has 12 and has not missed a single shot. Another screen for Halliburton. Will fire off it. That one's off. And Payne tips that out of bounds. Wow. Strong fingertips there. Ball in the corner. Finding whoever that guy is. I forgot his name, but he missed the shot. Vanderbilt hands off to Halliburton, and he's called for a charge. What? Jokic gets the feed and fires. Still has not missed, man. Good grief. Halliburton finds Anderson wide open. That one's good. Jokic stepping back. Payne in his face finally got him to miss. Payne the screen. Halliburton the three. He is just a monster right now. 21 points for the Woodsmen. Melo off the screen from Jokic. Line drives it, and it's off the mark. Halliburton wearing some invisible shorts finds Keldon Johnson for a launch missile of a three, which is offline. That'll be our cue to move ahead of the second quarter now, folks, and see what's going on there. But could be a really fun game on our hands, as Duarte's blocked out of bounds by Payne. We jump ahead to the second quarter, where the Nuggets now lead by 4. They've outscored us 15-5 so far in the quarter, so we were up for a while, but now we're down by 4. Halliburton puts defenders, goes back to Vandy, who draws the foul. The third on LaMelo here in the first half. There's still 7:06 to go. But it looks like he'll stay in, at least for now. First free throw good. And Pollard is out there. You can see him in the bottom left of your screen. So hopefully we can see some action for him and from Carney as well. I want to see what he and Bobo and all those guys can do right now. Oh, and look who's out there, number 25. Dosunmu is out there for the Nuggets as well. So perfect. Jokic sets the screen. And the shot is an air ball. I still don't know who that guy is. I'll just check right now. In the middle of the game. It's not Kalmushi. It's Kasparov. Dmitry Kasparov. Okay. Screen from Payne. Halliburton. Long two. Missed it. Kasparov gets down low off the feed from Jokic. Back to 4. They've shot 62%. And by the way, Pollard's playing shooting guard right now, but once Halliburton takes a rest, he'll be playing some points. It should be here soon. Halliburton working on LaMelo. Spins, gets down low, and fires, and gets the 4th foul. Big foul draw right there. Melo seems to be okay with it. He's just kind of upset at himself. First free throw goes. Second one up and good as ball takes a seat. Dosunmu comes in to play point guard now. He was in at shooting guard as well. Jokic on Payne. Really good defense. That was the best defense he has played so far this game against Jokic. Halliburton taking on his former teammate. Wants a screen from Carney, which he'll take, but it's covered well. Shot clock winding down. Pollard for 3. Offline. He's a bit... How is he tired out there? What? How is he tired? Jokic steps back. 1-footer. Wow. Halliburton's out there tired too. He takes Dosunmu down low and has it blocked right there by Lukovsky, who came over to help. Jokic finds Kasparov on the other end in transition for 2. Denver leads by 6. Well, Pollard checks out now, and Anderson checks in with Bobo and Zubac and Cullen Johnson, so Halliburton stays in. Try and get more action for Pollard there in the third quarter, perhaps. Bobo has it, time counting down. Goes to Anderson, now back to Bobo for an open three, but he skies it. Dosunmu goes to Jokic, he's double teamed, back to Dosunmu. He's got it, has to fire, no, he finds Kasparov for a contested three, and it's good! Wow. Halliburton takes the screen, finds Cullen Johnson for an open three, but he airballed it right to Zubac, in there for the bucket plus the foul. What a sequence right there. Lucky break for us, honestly. Good job by Zubac to be there. The free throw is good. I've not seen Dosunmu be aggressive until right now, and he missed the shot. Zubac the screen, Halliburton, good look at a two, and it just rolls around the rim. Bukowski feeds Jokic against Bobo, his former teammate. Back to Kalmushi for three, but he missed it. Lucky for us, that was wide open. Haven't seen a whole lot from Anderson this game, but Halliburton's taking plenty of shots. Now we'll fire top of the key with that soft line. Sumu off the feed from Jokic, got it this time. Halliburton hands off to Bobo, top of the key. That one rattles in. 5-point game. Kasparov attacks the basket against two defenders, and he's called. No, we're called for a foul. Never mind. First free throw is good. As Pollard checks back in for the last 2 minutes of the first half in place of Halliburton. Second free throw for Kasparov is good too. 7-point lead for Denver. Sumu takes a seat for Saban Lee. Zubac finds the cut by Anderson. The tomahawk slam. He's got 20 points? What? I thought he had like 8. Shooting 89%. We missed like all his buckets. We saw a couple, but Jesus. He and Hallie are carrying right now. They have like almost, what, like 45 of our points or so? Somewhere like that. Like 37 or something. Kalmushi hits back iron. All right, minute to go. A chance for us to close the gap. Cullen Johnson lobs it over the top for Anderson, but he missed the dunk. He had it. You got to hang on to that. Kasparov at the elbow. Missed the shot, but Duran's there on the glass, and Zubac fouled him. Third on him. Duran having a great season. Free throws are both good. Cullen Johnson off the feet from Pollard. Got it to go. A few feet behind the line. Big shot right there. About 2.5 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock, so the Nuggets will probably try to hold the ball for a while. Primo has it. Got a decent look, but it rattles out. Bobo goes to Pollard. He has to jack it up from half court. We're down 55-59 at the break. But a close game against the top-seeded team right now in the West. 6:35 to go, and Denver has only extended their lead right now to 11, 72-61. Plus, they also have the ball. Their defense needs stops. The offense has to get going here. Only 6 points so far in the quarter. Jokic missed it. Payne gets the board. Screen comes from Vandy. Halliburton takes it. And a blocking foul on Ball. That's his 5th. He will check out, 1 foul away from fouling out, and now some backups will check in for the Nuggets. All of our starters stay out there, so that's a big foul. Now we have maybe a couple of advantages. No, wait, he's still out there. What? And we just threw the ball right to Saban Lee. Come on, Keldon. Off on the shot clock. Ball has it. Screen from Duran. Step back 3, high arcing, and missed it. Payne, the one-handed rebound. Anderson trying to get by Ball. The floater is off the mark as Lukovsky came over to help. Primo off the handoff, missed it. Payne got it again. Cullen Johnson on the other end for 3. There we go. A shot falls. Primo on the move. Wow, what a shot. Payne sets the screen. Halliburton hesitates, then takes it. Hands off to Payne. Against Duran now. He fires and missed it. Got his own board. The offense resets. Another screen comes. Halliburton back to Payne. He fires again. It's blocked. Halliburton gets to it, and his pass is deflected out of bounds. Off of us? What do you mean? How do we not score there, man? Pollard, Bobo, Carney, and Zubats all check in. Halliburton's still out there playing point for the time being. Ball still out there too with 5 fouls. Screen comes from Primo. Back to him. For 3. No. Halliburton for 3. Top of the key. That's offline. How do we stop guys from being so tired? They had so many days off for the All-Star break, and yet they're still tired out there. I don't understand. Halliburton's been tired since like the second quarter. So is Payne. Shot clock's winding down. Primo against Carney. Gonna have to fire this one. And he missed it. Zubats gets the board, but the offense has to start scoring some points here. Carney finds Pollard down low over ball. Got it at the rim. There's the first bucket from him that we have seen in a Vancouver uniform. Ball. Top of the key, wide open. Offline. By the way, Pollard won't be playing shooting guard as much as he is right now as Bobo hits it top of the key on the other end. That cuts the gap to 6. But I think just because of the fouls and whatnot, and some weird subs, Pollard's been playing shooting guard mostly here in this game for what we have watched, but he'll play point guard mostly. Duarte waits for a screen from Duran, then fires on the move. That one's off the mark, and Zubats pulls it down again. Pollard has a couple of screens there. Formal fire, mid-range jumper around the rim. Happened a couple of times for us. During the screen. Primo, the shot. That's not going in. Bobo, the screen. Pollard on the move. Hits it. Nice shot. Carney guarding LaMelo. Got shooken off, but LaMelo cannot get down. They got the board, though. Duarte for 3. That one's offline, and we pull it down now. Ball only has 11 points, 2 for 6. Pollard with it against Primo, backing him down. Pump faking, and then going back out. Bobo for 3. Again! 1 point game. Primo, top of the key, offline again. They have missed a couple of shots in a row now. Let's put ourselves in front. 5 on the shot clock. Gotta get a good look here. Keldon fires. It's contested. It's off the mark, and ball pulls it down between Pollard and Bobo. Wow. Last shot of the third quarter. Gonna be for Denver. Saban Lee steps back, pulls the trigger. It's good. With .2 on the clock. We go to the fourth, down by 3. .8:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. Assuming out there for the Nuggets. All 5 starters for us are out there. Let's see if Payne can get some stops on Jokic. Well, not going to get one right there, unfortunately. But 5-point game. 84-89. Halliburton back to Keldon Johnson. And Anderson's called for a 3-second violation. Duran has it. He finds the Sumu for 3. He missed it. Halliburton into a shot. Just off the mark. Primo trying to find Jokic down low against Vanderbilt. Can he get a stop? Yes! And we almost gave up the offensive board, but we got to it. 4 on 3. Halliburton finds Keldon Johnson. He attacks the Sumu down low, handing off to Vandy. He wants to fire it. It's swatted back to Don Payne. But we hang on to it. Anderson's tired out there right now. He gets down low, back out to Vandy now. Halliburton, top of the key. Got it for 3. 2-point game. They feed Jokic against Payne. Shot clock winding down. Backing him down. Swatted out of bounds. Good stop. 1.4 on the shot clock. During the inbounder. Who does he go to? It's Sumu. He'll fire right off it, and it's good. Wow. Okay. I see you. I see you. Payne Pseudo screen, gets the feed from Anderson on a wild one, and he still scores. So I think that LaMelo may have fouled out at the start of the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure. In fact, let me see real quick because he has not yet checked in. And looks like he still has 5 fouls. So he's going to come back in probably with like 4 minutes to go or so, I'm assuming. So probably in a couple of minutes here. They go to Jokic, though. Double team comes back to Dosunmu for the mid-range jumper. It's good again. He's just keeping Denver in front by a couple of buckets. Payne finds Halliburton. Now Anderson with it. Screen from Vandy. He'll take it and fire. And it's good. 1-point game. Big shot. Under 5 to go. Primo for 3. Cannot respond. We have a chance to put ourselves in front. Anderson over Primo. Hits again. It's 94-93 in favor of Vancouver. He's got 27 points. Jokic has 32. I'm curious how much Tyrese has. It's probably a lot as well. Jokic thought about fading away. Instead makes it past to Primo. Screen for him. He goes back to Jokic in the corner. Payne's too late to get there, but he missed the shot. Payne lost the handle. Primo gets the steal. He was trying to drive on Jokic. Primo finds Dosunmu at the rim after a tip deflection. But he scores anyways. He's making plays here in crunch time. Payne over to Halliburton. Now Anderson. Shot clock winding down. Screen. Out of a shot, he finds Vandy at the rim. Great pass. That was fantastic. We could be trading buckets here until the very end. Dosunmu throws it right to Payne. He steps in front of the pass. Great work on defense this time. Vanderbilt finds the cut by Anderson. In there for 2 more at the rim. 29 now. And Vancouver extends the lead to 3. Under 3 to go as well. Denver calls timeout. I'm assuming Ball's going to come back in. Kasparov checks in, but Ball does not. Despite only having 5 fouls in crunch time. Kasparov misses the shot. We got to take advantage until they bring him back in, if they ever do. Keldon Johnson attacks, gets to the rim. Nice physicality. And honestly, Ball wasn't playing too well either way, so like, it kind of makes sense, but he's like a 94 overall. He's your best player. You got to put him in there. Kasparov down low against Anderson. Finds Duarte in the corner for 3. That triple's offline. Jokic has the ball tipped out of his hands by Anderson, who saved the offensive rebound. Payne at the charity stripe. He finds Anderson cutting in there for another dunk. Another takeover here in the fourth quarter, all of a sudden turning things around. Vancouver leads by 7. Jokic ISO against Payne. He's stifled. He steps out of bounds. Look at that defense. Halliburton crosses the court. Anderson has it. Screen from Payne. He takes it down low. Back to Payne. Lost the handle. Back to Anderson. Open mid-ranger. It's good. That might be the dagger. What a fourth quarter again. That's 2 episodes in a row. Payne gets the steal off Dosunmu. That might be it. The defensive sealer. Halliburton to Anderson. Shot clock winding down. Just put him away. Yes, sir. Abso-freaking-lutely. And Vancouver wins it by 11, 106-95. What a fourth quarter performance by this team once again. And we just took down the Nuggets, who are the top-seeded Western Conference team. And that'll get us an entire game closer to them. Now we'll see if the Spurs lost, because if they did, then we are in heavy contention for the first overall seed in our own conference. Jokic drops 32, 10, and 6 in the loss. Dosunmu had 13 points off the bench. And LaMelo, again, not sure what the thinking was there to not bring him in, but if he comes in, it's probably a very different ending to this game. But the Woodsmen got 35, 5-5 for Simon Anderson coming off his first All-Star appearance, 14 for 23 from the field. Tyrese Halliburton had a great first half, but did not really score much in the second, but still had a really good day. Don Payne, 12 and 14 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. Keldon Johnson at 10, Bobo 9 and 8, Zubac 7, Pollard 6 and 5 despite 3 for 9 shooting. Carney only took 2 shots total, but we got the win either way. And look at that fourth quarter defense. They scored less than 20 in both the third and fourth quarters after a 60-point first half, or like a 60-point first half essentially. So good defense right there to step up, and it got us the win. And I'm going to sim the next 2 days because the Spurs have not played this day. So I changed these 2 training things to rest days so that some guys can not be sluggish anymore. And it looks like the Pelicans are above us because they have played a couple games more than we have. And the Spurs lost their game, so we're a game back from them. The Nuggets played again and won, so we are a game and a half back from them. So it's really between us, Denver, San Antonio, and New Orleans for the 1 seed at this point. The Clippers and Warriors may have a case for it, but it's going to be tough for them to make a run for it as well. So the rest of our schedule looks like this. Pretty much a month left, and we're probably going to have 2 more episodes this season before we reach the postseason. So we will find out who to watch next time out. But I guess let me know in the comments if you guys have anybody in mind. But I think I'm probably going to do maybe the Nets, or did we already watch them? I forget. Or the Rockets, perhaps. Jazz we already watched this year. There's the Warriors. That might be a great game to watch, actually, against the Warriors at home. That could be the one. But yeah, that is how we round out the episode, folks. 8-2 in our last 10. All of our numbers are going up. We're playing pretty well. And are our guys still sluggish? Looks like they're fresh now. Perfect. Except for Vanderbilt. But yeah, guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching a pretty stacked episode with all that went on. The trade deadline, All-Star break, and a very tough matchup against the Denver Nuggets. But honestly, really fun episode. I had a lot of fun making this one. So I'll see you guys next time out. And yeah, peace.